G'day everyone, Joe here. Welcome back to my debunking any and all paranormal videos playlist. Today is GoosePimples, 7 ghost videos scarier than your own drunk texts. Now before I get started, quick disclaimer that I'm going to put into the big description. Everything here that I'm going through is a analytical and unbiased view on all these videos. It's more about you proving to me that they're real rather than me trying to disprove them. That being said, I'm still going to run through these and analytically view them with a level head. I'm personally somebody that has had my own paranormal experiences, and I for one believe that there is something out there. There are things that happen. However, everything that I see on the internet I take as completely and utterly fake unless I can debunk it. So far, I've not found a video that I am convinced is real. There have been a few of them that I cannot explain, but I still feel that they're, somehow doctored or somehow not real. So if you're into more of a scientific or editing or analytical view of these things, welcome on. And hope you enjoy what you see. So let's get started with this. So basically what I'll do is I'll just play the video. I'll watch through things. If I've got any commentary, I'll pause it, and we'll just kind of go from there. So let's get started with the first one.
When a carpenter builds a house, he's supposed to leave behind shelves, tables, maybe a few creaky floorboards. What he's not supposed to leave though is a ghost. Well, according to this paranormal investigator, this particular carpenter's story took a tragic turn, and now his home, where he died, has a reputation for being one of the most haunted places in India. Of course, he had to go and take a look for himself, but things didn't exactly go as planned.
अंदर भी अभी क्या चल रहा है आपको जो भी पूरी लोकेशन है मैं दिखाऊंगा. सबसे पहले जो एक्टिविटी सामने रिकॉर्ड हो रही थी वो रिकॉर्ड हम कर रहे हैं.
You see, when the carpenter took his last breath inside that house, his family decided to change things around. But anyone brave enough to set foot on the site has one thing to say. There's something here that doesn't want them around. Whatever it is, it's terrifying enough to send workers running, and it's got people convinced the carpenter never really left. And can you blame them?
I'm going to wait until the video is done before I tear this one apart.
कोई पैरानॉर्मल पावर उस चीज को हिला रही है. क्लियर कैप्चर हो रहा है दोस्तों. थोड़ा करीब चलते हैं उसके. डरने की बात नहीं है. कौन है?
You want to convince
to
me
him,
that's real?
the
Send it back
chances of
up.
a malevolent spirit seemed all too real. And then came the moment that might have confirmed his worst fears.
इसको दुर्मुट बोलते हैं. और ये देखो कैसे हिल रहा था. अंदर जाने से पहले आसपास का चेक कर लेते हैं व्यू. बाद में दोस्त कहेंगे दिखाया नहीं. कौन है अंदर? वो तेरी वो ये पाइपें सी पड़ी थी यहाँ से गिरी है यार. ओए यार
Did you see that? He goes straight in, no one to be seen. Whoever or whatever he's dealing with clearly wants to harm him, no doubt. After this experience, he finally seemed to get the message. He wasn't going to wait around until he got seriously hurt, so he packed up his gear and got out of there, fast. But it makes you wonder, is this really the ghost of the carpenter? Or has something even darker claimed that godforsaken place? Number 6.
Okay, let's go back. I don't like any of this video at all. I don't like any of it all. So the first thing I look for is, reputation, legitimacy. What's your reason behind making this video? This dude's not on his own. Okay, there's someone with the camera there, which tells me that there are other people also potentially with him as well. Now, this guy's from India. Let's cut to the chase. It's not the most, let's just say, in regards to the economy, it's not one of the strongest ones. So, not saying this person's done it, but I'm already thinking, well, when it comes to why are you making the video, making some form of monetary benefit from it would actually be quite positive for the individual. So if you can make it as extreme as possible, then you know what, you're going to make a few bucks off it. So this is fact, okay? That nothing I've said there, and if anyone wants to have like a racial slur at me or something, I'm like, well, get fucked, because that's not what's happening, okay? Nothing I've said has anything to do with the race specifically, but there are cultural, matters at hand here where, let's face it, it's not the richest country. There is a lot of poor people in India, and any way that they can make $1, they're going to do it. So I'm weighing that up along with what I've just seen. So that's the first thing that's already knocking back its reputation, okay? Next thing is this first bit here with these two bits of pipe or whatever, that one drops down and then one gets thrown at him. Well, you see the stairs up there, and out of camera view, there's no one to be seen. The video is extremely edited. Not a fan of that. Even GoosePimples gone and thrown a whole bunch of overlay bullshit in there too. So now I'm just looking at this thing going, I can't tell what's actually real in this video at all anymore, and it's just for entertainment value. Alright, so if we take a look at this thing. Yeah. So someone drops one down on him. Yep, right there. And I love it. Camera doesn't pan up. That both of those
You see, when the
drop from the top. Can you see?
There's something here that doesn't want them around.
Oh, for God's sake.
Whatever it is.
So I already don't like that. Now this thing, if this thing was real, I want to see it fall on the ground and then come back up. And it doesn't do that. So this could very easily be done with a little mechanical lifter on the right side to actually push it to the left and do this. That's just a quick up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, but not too far. And then when he does go too far, it falls over.
For him,
like, if this was real, then bring it back up. So taking a look at this next one where these pipes fall. The reason why I reckon there's more people with him is when these fall here, and he pans up, and you can actually see, I'm going to actually bring the thing up here. Boom, look at these up here. So I'm going to straight away say one of his mates is out there, ladder up against the brick wall, and they've pushed it from here. There's so much in this video I just don't like. So I don't like any of that.
He's wait around until he
and the
got,
thing I don't like as well
so
is
he
when
packed
these
up
guys
his gear
pass back
and got out of there fast. But it makes you wonder, is this really the ghost of the
Well, what's this bullshit in the
carpenter?
background now?
Or is some
What is this? What is this crap back here? Is this done by Pimple or is this done in the video?
hurt? So he packed up his gear and got out of there fast. But it makes you wonder, is this really the ghost of the carpenter? Or is something even darker claimed that godforsaken place?
I hope this isn't good, Pimple, mate, or most of your videos are going to be like this. Basically, I'm never going to do another
Number
one.
6. Grand Opera
There's
Ghost.
too much noise. There's too much shit in
The
here.
YouTube channel AK Explorations took a ghost hunt to the Grand Opera House in Macon, Georgia. And before they even had a chance to set up their gadgets for the spooky showdown, they captured something absolutely terrifying. But to fully comprehend the paranormal evidence they captured that night, first, we need to understand why this place is the ultimate paranormal hotspot. Built in 1884, the Grand Opera House is a jaw-dropping piece of history. It started as a vaudeville opera venue, became a movie theatre, and eventually transformed into a beautifully restored stage for live performances. On the surface, it's all glitz and glamour, but beneath the performers, since then, visitors have floating rooms, you name it, to snag an invite.
That's cool. I want to go up to a couple of them up top. With 18 something. We're gonna go right here so let me see this. Let's look out here on this side. Look.
What am I looking at? Down here? This thing? Yeah, that's someone pulling the freaking thing across. It's not a ghost. That's someone's arm pulling it across. Don't show me again, it's fine.
Shaky Joe, wow. Who's back there? I waited. I saw someone walk back there. No, they're all on the stage and the guy's right there.
And yet, you're not walking over there.
On the bottom, we'll see the camera if someone just walked by there.
Did you catch that? A shadowy figure darted across the room, slipping behind the red curtains like it had somewhere to be. They later asked the guys on the stage if they saw someone passing by, but they saw nothing. That
Of course not, because they're backers to the bloody the chairs, mate. So, if you saw something, why didn't you bolt over there and make sure it wasn't somebody else? So straight away, because you didn't do that, I have to assume it's one of your colleagues.
of living in peekaboo behind.
Next. No, we don't do wisps here. Orbs, wisps, and all this stringy shit that falls in front of it, mate. It's spider webs, it's bugs, I don't believe in any of that garbage, and none of it's real. So, next.
Their camera captured some strange video and never found anything that could even begin to look like that during the whole investigation. No visible who. Or, number 5, ghostly TikTok mystery. TikTok username Who0, claims he's been experiencing intense paranormal activity since moving into his new home. To prove it, he's been documenting his nightly encounters, and let's just say, it's freaky as hell. Take a look.
Yes, please.
Ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś właśnie takie dziwne hałasy.
Yeah, multiple light switches can actually turn lights on and off. As far as the bang's concerned, could have been anybody. Just move the microphone a bit. Oh, these videos are always very interesting.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well, whoever else is in there with you, as in a friend of yours, set that up before you started recording.
According to him, he was just trying to catch some sleep after a long day at work when he started hearing strange noises in the hallway. Curious, he decided to check it out. But imagine his shock when he found a bottle knocked this
No, I'm going here.
Ej, tak chyba od pół godziny cały czas mi coś nawala w drzwi.
He wakes up to the sound of someone or something.
And as soon as something starts happening, the video conveniently cuts. Heavy sigh.
Door. Once again, he went to check it out and no one there. But this time, whatever was at the door seemed to have invited itself in. His bedroom chair moved on its own, and things just got creepier from there.
So back to the whole validity thing and reasons for legitimacy. There's dudes on TikTok, and TikTok's all about the monies. When you get the likes and the views and all that, and that removes the legitimacy of everything I've ever seen on TikTok. I do not believe anything in this video is actually to be paranormal. As soon as the chair moves, nothing there. It's like,
What?
you just cut the video. I mean, I can't do anything with that.
What the fuck?
I love that this dude, as soon as he starts recording, shit's
Nie,
happening.
ja pierdolę.
As soon as he starts recording, things are happening. That's so convenient. So convenient. If you legitimately did have poltergeist, the way to get rid of them is to tell them in a very stern voice, if you're going to haunt the house and you're going to move stuff around, and you have an obligation
Co jest, kurwa?
to wash the clothes, dishes, vacuum the floor, clean the house, make me breakfast, bitch. You get the fuck out.
Not only was the unseen entity denying him quality sleep and making his life a living nightmare, but it seemed hell-bent on
person in the
wrecking him
house that's being very,
by
very
racking
quiet.
up the water bills. But our dude came up with
Oh look, he's conveniently video cameraing again, recording.
Hej! Ja pierdolę! Kurwa znowu!
Who's in those rooms?
What the fuck? Whoa! What the fuck? Kurwa!
He decided to lock his bedroom door and ignore the entity. But on the third day of following through with his plans, he loses his head and tries to face his fears, quite literally.
Kurwa znowu!
Turns out, he wasn't the only one pissed off, as the ghost apparently didn't like being ignored and trashed his place right in front of his eyes.
What we got
And
here?
then it gets even more
There's this fry
chaotic.
pan that mysteriously goes flying. And yet we don't get to see any video of it.
Ja pierdolę.
By video, I mean we don't get to see any more video of it. It's just kind of a bolt away. He doesn't actually come back and investigate or find out what the hell's going on or anything. It's pretty half-assed.
Co tu się kurwa dzieje? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa. What the fuck?
What do you think was going to happen?
Ja pierdolę.
Okay, so you got a friend in that room, a friend in the other room, yeah.
Kurwa! What the fuck? Nie. Ej, ja pierdolę, naprawdę już mam dość. Cały czas słyszę, jakby mi coś kurwa dział po przedpokoju. Już naprawdę mam dość, nie mogę spać. Jak widzicie, specjalnie tu przesuwałem wszystkie rzeczy, bo kurwa mam już dość patrzenia na te pierdolone drzwi. Ja pierdolę. Nie. O kurwa, co jest? O! Nie. O!
Clearly,
And
this
face
isn't
fucking.
your average paranormal roommate. So how strings? Jack started to respond. Hallway belonged to doors, arrangements.
What the fuck?
Are we going again, are we?
Tak, już tak jak wspomniałem wcześniej i w sumie wiele osób pytało, to skąd są tutaj buty w tym domu. No to są akurat moje, ale te buty, jak i inne rzeczy już tutaj były, jak się wprowadzałem i właściciel kazał ich nie ruszać.
So, was the door opening a supernatural event? Or is he just giving us the runaround? And how do we explain his oddly relaxed attitude throughout these supposedly terrifying experiences?
Hey!
Thank you,
we'll leave
GoosePimples.
that up to you.
Really appreciate that you said that, and I don't have to.
Are these genuine encounters with the paranormal?
No.
Home deep in the Appalachian Mountain, Francis, there, footage. Figure in the corner of their living room that looked like a man with his head tilted backwards. But the freaky part was how the supposed man simply vanished. Is there another? Number 3.
You should be
Camping
concerned.
site scare. When exploring a new camping site, that is what deeper into the
raped. You need to have that person.
Yeah, it's the problem with being out the environment.
No, that sounds like
Noises in the distance.
scary movie shit.
Fucking middle of
Dude, I have
nowhere.
the biggest fucking revolver ever, dude. I'd fucking do it. What happened to the other steel target?
People.
Fuck is what?
Be very scared of people.
Oh! No!
obviously from a tree through the forest. Never. Sunday at a museum in Russia, closed to the public for the.
Let's see. I think I've actually seen this one.
Yeah. Gördünüz mü? Freezer. Haram cevap
That's
duruyor
right,
ya.
there's a person standing there. I think this
Siz
one
şınav
was
koçasam
about
cevap
bleeding.
gördünüz. Hayda sizge görünür.
It depends when
Görünür.
this
Siz
occurred,
neyse
but if it's
şınav.
still videotape, then I'm just going to sit there and say it's been
Gördünüz
overlaid.
mü?
Or
Yeriz
it's been
şırma,
bleeding
yeriz.
through from a
Freezer.
previous tape or something.
Pieces on display of it. Museum with her daughter. During the visit, she's lying on the floor. What do you think? Bridge.
Let's go.
The YouTube channel Cora MK2 is run by a biker who shares thrilling helmet cam footage from his rides. But on this particular trip, over the Pasadena Bridge in Los Angeles,
Pasadena.
he captured something far more puzzling than his usual road adventures. Before we watch what he captured though, it's important to learn about the Pasadena's bridge and why it's turned into a well-known paranormal hotspot. You see, the Pasadena Bridge is known to locals to
Is
audience
it where
about
they've
what's been
Terminator?
That about, and I think they're at this time they were gonna block up. They're gonna mount some more fences along the light posts so people can't easily climb over it. I thought it was like weird because I was like,
missed it. Don't worry, our guy has had a hard time spotting it too. Let's slow it down and take a closer look. According to him, his camera captured a woman on the bridge, over the fence where no human should be. Confused,
Yeah.
he briefly turned his head to double check, and to his surprise, just 1 second later, she was nowhere to be seen. The only proof of her presence was the footage captured on his camera. But here's where it gets strange.
Oh, hang on. So that's a person. So what? And the reason why you don't see them when you turn around is because you're doing what, 50 mile an hour or 80 k's on the bridge, maybe even 30 miles or 50 k's. As soon as you turned around, mate, you're not looking in a straight line. That looked to be on a curve as well. So good luck trying to see anything that's happened behind you.
Further, he couldn't shake the thought, why would a woman be standing all alone on a bridge at that hour? There were no camera crews, no friends, and no nearby buildings.
So yeah, here's the thing, right? Here we go. So
He couldn't shake the thought.
he sees a
Why would a woman be standing all alone on a
right here.
bridge at that?
Okay. Now I'm looking at these two pylons here, right? And this person thing it's a person, by the way. It's not a ghost. So this is here, and it's still walking, and she's still walking this way. Yeah, of course everything's blurred because your frames per second would probably be what 29.9 by default on a GoPro camera. And when he turns
No camera
around,
crews, no friends, and no nearby
here it
buildings.
is. He's looking at this. She is now. Well, how are you going to see that between the bike lights back here, the lights up here, and the blurring of your horrible frame rate? Of course, you're not going to make out anything that is now up to 10 meters past these posts. Of course, you're not going to see anything.
Friends what he'd seen. They brushed it off,
You saw a person.
suggesting she must have taken the stairs from the bridge. But to him, that explanation didn't add up. She had disappeared far too quickly.
No.
Maybe she'd gone down the stairs as they suggested, or maybe not. I guess we'll never know.
You'll never see that individual, and I've already gone through why. That is a person. They are maybe going through a bad time, maybe just don't care, doing their own thing. Maybe they're drug addicts. I don't know, man. I don't care, but I can tell you that's a person. There's nothing paranormal there. I think that's the last one. Thank God for that. Another horrible video. Anyway, thank you for watching. 0 out of 6, I think, videos there were. Nothing there was paranormal. Nothing there was convincingly paranormal. I should just call myself the jaded or cynic Joe or something, because to be honest with you, I absolutely butcher these types of videos. There's nothing paranormal about them, and yeah, that's it. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, have a good one, guys.